my name is Franklin. I When I was in high school, I had acquired a best friend that had been very present and very important in my life for about 6 years by that point. And I had started seeing this person who had been in my life for about a year by the time I turned 16. And everything was going really well. Everybody was really close. My circle was really tight. And that's where I felt the most supported and heard and validated and safe. And then all of a sudden, I came into school, and my best friend and my partner at the time were holding hands and walking down the hallway. And yeah, it felt like the floor had just evaporated from under my feet. Yeah, because by that point in my life, those were my people. Um, yeah, my level of trust, I was just so confused and hurt, and they didn't care. To this day, you know, at that point in my life, it was completely I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't have any other friends really. I didn't have anybody else to reach out to. So I just put my head down and started smoking a lot of weed and just kind of trudged through life. And eventually I tried to forgive these people. And I was present in my best friend's life even after high school for a little bit, and even then, I never received a explanation or an apology or an acknowledgement of any of the pain that either of them caused me. That was a lot. That was a lot to process and learn to detach from, and learn how to forgive myself, because it wasn't my fault that this happened. It's not my responsibility to understand why this happened or fix it or come to any conclusion even, really, because it was so important to me in high school that these people were exactly who I thought they were. My idea of who they were as people and how our relationship would be, and the rest of my life would be happy and in communion and in community and loving one another, just disappeared. And I had to accept that and hold space for that and learn to let it go. And that experience has impacted me. Since then, it still impacts me in my relationships today. Learning how to trust people just because, not because you have the expectation that they're going to stay or like you, or you just have to. My biggest takeaway from that is that you just have to accept things and move forward despite what you may feel or how it may be impacting you. The mantra, okay, sure, whatever, has been very prevalent in my life since that point, very helpful. Because you can't hold on to that. You can't let it fester and rot your love, your heart, your sense of comfort. Yeah.
Can you run me through how you felt in the time when you first saw them holding hands? What
Oh
you
my
were maybe
gosh.
thinking, or what you
Yeah.
did that day or those weeks after?
I punched lockers.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw them walking down the hallway and I stopped in my tracks. And they were just smiling and they walked right past me with no remorse on their face, no care in the world. And that was like, it was like I got punched in the stomach. The first was shock, disbelief, and then fury. I was furious, and so sad because there was just no explanation. It just happened, and I had no control over it, and that was like, it made me feel helpless, because I really didn't have any control over it. And at first, that realization of this isn't, like, my hands aren't guiding this, that moment that I realized that was absolutely devastating. And then eventually, the more you think about it, the more experiences you have to compare those feelings and that moment to, the more your perspective expands and the more you realize how it's like, yeah, I don't have control over this, and that's okay. I don't need to have control over this. You can find comfort in that, which is really cool. You don't expect to find comfort in that, which is like, it becomes almost a gift, to find peace within the things that have destroyed us. Yeah. I actually just went through something similar to this kind of with trust. I was seeing this person and was like very devoted to this person for about a year, this past year. And I come to find out less than a month ago, on my birthday, that none of what this person said they were feeling for me was true. It was all to make me feel better about our relationship and about how I view this person. It was all about them. None of it was genuine. And coming to find that out was awful, and it hurt a lot. But if this had happened back when that had happened, I would not have handled it at all the same as I did this time. When that happened, I cried and stayed in bed for like a day or two, which is okay, I think. You should honor your feelings and hold space for them and just allow them to exist and flow through you, because that's really all feelings are. They're just passing energy. It comes and it goes, and that's okay. Yeah, learning how to let the feelings flow and not attach these thoughts and memories to these feelings, but just observing them for what they are is my process. No longer do I let myself believe that it's because of me, because it has nothing to do with me. I'm just existing. I'm just here, and they're there, and we're just passing energy, and that's okay.